Okay. Oh, you suck. It's there. Why doesn't Mama Squirrel ever have this ready? I don't know. Don't ask me. All right. Here we go. Let me turn the sound off so I don't hear my awful voice. Hi! Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, on the wrong account, really? Oh, no, go back. Wrong account. How did I get to this account? Who has been fucking with my computer? I mean, hi! Hold on, I will get there. My channel. Here we go. All right. Hi, guys. We're here. Yay. Let me turn it to live chat. Perfect. Hi. 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 I don't know. That I'm going to put down there. So here's the secret tonight before I say hello to everyone. I have to say thank you. I don't know. I'm getting used to my hair. It's getting more manageable. I still have to figure out the color I can wear. Like pink is, that's not going to work with this. But I'm working on it. So the secret to Mama Squirrel's Tarot Tuesday is that I could technically spend a day and a half on one card, like pulling cards and writing notes and looking stuff up in different books. And then, because I have way too many decks, so I keep pulling when I'm not sure, and then I end up with a lot of pages of Pentacles. But I keep looking for that one card that I'm like, oh, this is the perfect one. And I can never remember. So especially when it's like tonight, I know I didn't find it. Like I know I have one that I think, oh, that's really good. And I know I didn't find it. So it drives me crazy when I am like, I'm missing something or it's annoying to me. I literally have been up here. What time is it? 8:30. So I came up here at 6. So I've been up here for 2.5 hours pulling cards and, marking the books where I'm going to be reading and that kind of stuff. Still like not enough time. And then I went to look for my notes. I don't know where my notes are. I've been to way too many offices. And Jaco, today Jaco is at Highland Hospital. So we were expecting that they could come. They're going to be at my office at some point this week. So I didn't want to go on and study. I thought Jaco's going to walk in the door. Not that I can't go on and study my tarot or anything, but I don't know. I just was like, nope, I'm not doing that. So I usually have more time and it just didn't. So anyway, we're definitely going to be learning together today. So how is everyone? Let me go back. Long hair, skinny eye toe. Hi. Sophia, hello. You look new to me, and if not, you're somewhat new anyway. Welcome. Owl's Perch. Hello. Stephen, hi. And I do this to you every time, don't I? Minius. I'm going to call you Bella. Because I like Bella. Not that I don't like your other name. I just don't know. I know I hate Jaco too. I hate them. Hi, Danny. Thank you, sweetheart. How are you? Owl's Perch, hi. I dig this change time. Good. I'm glad. And I think most people are deciding that it seems okay. I was worried that on the East Coast, and poor Steven, I always feel bad for Steven because, he's in England. So, yep, let me get rid of that. So he's got to stay up really late now, but I know well for a lot of people. So, hi, Alice. How are you? Hi, Rain, Anne, Rochelle, Mimi, Ben and Bob, I get both of you tonight. Yay! How are you? Okay, stop doing that, Messenger. It doesn't, I turn my Messenger off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Hi, Gypsy. Hi, Denise. Trisha. Deb Breckenridge is back. Hello, hello. Sherry and Donna, and it jumped. Shit. Sorry. Emma, hi. Lisa, hello. Luna, hi, honey. Hi, Lene. At work? Oh, good. I love, like, infringing on your work. That's right. Love the hair. I'm getting there. I'll like it soon. I'm close. Silver Moon. Bookline us. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Anna, hello. Allison. And I am. Hi, everyone. So I don't see Sean and Pat. I wonder if they had stuff going on tonight. I haven't talked to Shauna today, and I usually we're back and forth on our phones, and because of Jaco, I don't know, forgot everything. Kay, hi, honey. Hi, finally I kept getting an error message. Oh, no. Really? An error message? Damn, YouTube. Reminds me of Little Mermaid. You get a shell bra, right? I don't think I'm frozen. At least I'm not on here. Y'all grab a drink and we're going to get her done. Hi, Marge. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Medium. Gypsy, I'm so glad to see you back. Hi, honey. How are you? I've missed you, Gypsy. How you doing, sweetheart? And how's that little grandbaby? Keep having audio cut out. I'm gonna have to beat somebody. So I think my husband he's home today. So I think he's the only one that I let stay plugged in, but I'm gonna unplug him soon if it doesn't get better. And then I'm sure he'll come up and be like, hey. Dana, you're excited? Me too. How was work today? Grandbaby is awesome. Sibling drama is horrid, but almost done. All right. Well, I have to say, apparently when my little brother, who's 4 years younger than me, when he was born, I kept saying I wanted to kick him. I'm like, are you going to kick him? I want to kick him. I don't remember that, of course. But I could tell you stories. Apparently, I tried to kill my brother. So I buried him in the sandbox, like all the way up, all the way. His whole head and everything in the sandbox. I buried him. He's only alive today because my mother was in the shower, and she had a little window apparently in the shower and saw me cover his face. So yeah, sibling rivalry is fun. It could be worse though, because I'm sure it's not that bad. Now it's my squirrel brain work was not as bad as I anticipated, but like I said, Jaco was here, and which means stress. It's like stress, just waiting for months, because we've known they've been at the other hospitals in the area and everything. So it's like waiting for them to come in so they can ask you the stupid questions they're going to ask you, and you can go, oh, okay, we're finally done. Yay. And I hate it. I hate it. And I just want it to be over, especially because when I'm at my office, I'm like the only one. So I can't even distract them with anyone else. It's like just me. So anything I have to be like ready to answer, or at least, but I keep going back to my answers to my questions is, I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. I know where to look or who to go ask, and then leave them and come back to it. So I shouldn't worry too much, but it's just nerve-wracking. It's like, it's terrible. It's nerve-wracking. I hate them. Because I do the QC and stuff, so I'm like responsible for all that crap. But I'm cutting out a bit still. Shit. It's like AQI for us in schools. I run down the hall away from them. I know, right? I would, but I'm the only one there. So I keep hoping maybe they'll come tomorrow because I'm actually at the main office tomorrow. So for once, I'm like, hell yeah, come tomorrow when I'm at the main office. You can come all you want because I'll just be like, oh, I have a patient. Still cutting out. Shit. But I'm not buffering anymore. Shit. I don't know if I should cut off Peter's, but he knows that I'm on. Or pop into a patient room. Yeah, exactly. Jen or anyone. Obsidian. Can Obsidian go in water? Yes, Obsidian can go in water. Yes, absolutely. Obsidian's okay. Plan your lunch hour around their visit. I know, right? Ever thought about doing Zoom? I am lucky if I can get in a Zoom meeting, which I can. I have to do that for work sometimes. Because I've never done it, I'd have to figure it out. Is your Wi-Fi off on your phone? It is not. But I could turn it off. I hate to do that though, because then the signal is really crap because I use up all our data like that. Shit. Okay, so if it's still like this, I'm going to probably start a new thing and unplug Peter's. I'm not buffering or cutting out for you. So if I'm not cutting out for you, then tell me I'm okay. Because then it may not be me. Maybe it's YouTube, because I know YouTube's been a little goofy too. Not cutting out. Much better. Okay, so I'm going to start. And then if it's still really bad, you guys, I would suggest getting off of YouTube, coming back on. Wait, did somebody say they couldn't hear it all? I don't know how to fix that if everybody else is hearing. Okay. You're good now? Okay. On the TV, yes. I don't know. And I'm so bad with technology, you guys. I don't know how to tell you to fix it unless it is on my end, in which case I got to shut it all down and come all back up. Some audio's choppy. Okay. All right. I'm going to start. Okay. So, is something burning? Give me 1 second, guys. I have had house fires before. Just give me 1 second. Somebody got something in the oven? Okay, just making sure. What? I'm just making sure. I want to make sure it wasn't like Nancy or something and she forgot about it. Okay, just to be sure. We're okay. Because Nancy doesn't always remember. So I have to check to make sure it's not her. What is burning, right? Okay. Hi, Leolyn. You haven't missed anything yet. We're just about to start, so perfect. All right. Before, after, and behind. So this is for the very end. So tonight is the Page of Pentacles. Yay. I'm so excited. I know I don't sound it. So I will tell you that the court cards are the hardest thing to teach because they can mean several different things. And I'm telling you, if you look up 10 different sources, you will find 8 different meanings. So it's hard to hone in, but we're going to go over, the court cards in general a little bit tonight to kind of give us an overview to start out with. Okay? Because the court cards are a little different. This was in my morning daily draw today. That's awesome. Cool. I like it. Okay, so let's talk about the court cards. There is a couple different things that you need to understand about the court cards. The court cards could mean a person that is either in your life now or coming into your life. Or it could be like the rest of the tarot cards, and there's a situation that it's telling you about. So that's the first thing that you have to kind of, a lot of times I will say to my querent, okay, this is the kind of person. It could either be you or it could be someone already in your life. And I'm going to talk about that first. And if you don't recognize that at all, then I'm going to tell you what the message could be here. And if you still don't feel like that resonates, then I'm going to tell you that it may be a person that's coming into your life. Okay? So that's why it's hard though, because if you are reading intuitively, sometimes you pull it up and it's a situation that you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I know exactly what to tell you about this because it goes along with the situation. Pages are aces personified. Right, that's true. And so the page can be it's like the energy of the suit that you're in. Okay? Hi, Red Rum. Okay, so court cards are generally people in your life or aspects of yourself that you either have been putting forth or need to bring out into the open. Pages specifically are messages. Very often you can say, okay, there's a message coming. It sucks when you get a suspicious querent that doesn't like to answer questions. Absolutely, Sarana, and I hate that. And I will tell you, you will get people who come, they're skeptics, right? You look pretty today. Thank you. And they're coming like, okay, prove me wrong. I don't believe in this shit. I hate those people. And it is very hard to read for those people because it's hard to bounce their energy off of you because they're so closed off to begin with. It's sometimes hard. And you really just do the best you can and you give them some situations and you can try to ask them questions and say, does that resonate at all with you? Does anything I'm saying resonate? Because I need to know which direction I should take this. And if they still don't want to give you anything, I have plopped their money back down in front of them and said to them, all right, well, thanks for coming. Here's your money back. You're welcome to go to whoever you want, honey. Because I'm not going to share that kind of negative energy with you. And if you're really not going to open up and answer any questions or anything, I don't need to read for you. You got to be secure enough in yourself to say, some people are really just assholes, right? It just happens. Okay, so pages in general could be messages. Could be messages, bringing messages about something about the suit. So we know with Pentacles, it's material goods. It's the wealth, the money that you're accumulating. It's the work that you do, that kind of thing. It can be new beginnings, so a new project or new something coming in that have to do with that suit. That's a classy response, right? It's almost like they haven't exactly given you permission. Exactly, right? That they're kind of holding back. For sure. People sometimes give such negative energies that bounces back to them. Absolutely. What am I drinking? I'm drinking two different things because my Blue Mountain Dew is getting down, which I'm trying to get off of this. My husband tries to be nice, and he brings me a Blue Mountain Dew, which I love, but it's full of sugar. And not to mention the caffeine, which I don't care about the caffeine, but it's full of sugar. So I'm trying to drink mine is Diet Peach Soda. Hey, Pat, there you are, sweetie. How are you? Stupid commercial. Hi, honey. Pages could be in general bringing messages about their suit. Yep, exactly. I feel like my cards hold back on people who hold back on them. Yep. Absolutely. Hi, Sherry Bug. Just getting home. Hi, honey. Did I? Shoot. I accidentally closed that. That was not what I wanted to do. Open it back up. Thank you. If we are talking about a person, then we're usually talking about either someone young in age or young in experience. So you can say there's someone immature. Okay, so pages in general are someone kind of young in experience, or they're not really experienced at whatever the situation is we're talking about. So they're younger or immature in whatever we're talking about. So in this case, in the project that they're doing, whatever, right? Okay, so let's talk about the elements real quick before we get into specifics about the Page of Pentacles in general. Okay, we know that the Pentacles represent what element? I know there's a delay, so I try to give you a minute. Sometimes there's more of a delay than I think, which I hate. I wish they wouldn't delay us. Earth. That's right. Earth element. Exactly. So the Pentacles represent Earth. Each of the 4 court cards represent an element 2. Now, what I see as the elements of the court cards, you may not see. I know some people switch some of them, and I can't remember what they switch them to because it doesn't resonate with me. So I always think of the way I think of it, and I don't really think of the way some people think of it. Let me explain. Okay, so Earth element is pentacles or coin. Pages are earth, exactly. So this is earth, earth. I know this can get a little confusing. That's why I wanted to spend a little extra time with this. Is it okay to think of the elements as gods and goddesses? Absolutely, for sure. So you could, Gaia would be pentacles, right? So pages are earth cards. So what does that mean? We talk about pages in the or pentacles in the sense of material goods, of wealth or what you do for work, of physical projects, crafting, that kind of stuff that you can do, right? So pages represent the earth aspect of your material goods, your wealth, your projects. So the physical being of your journey, yep, the physicality of what you do. I know this gets so confusing, you guys. I'm really sorry. I had such great notes, but thank you. I actually got this a couple years ago. Somebody made it for me. It's clay, and it's the green man. Make pretty. Oh wait, here we go. Someone said it. I've also heard of pages as an offer, right? It can be a message too. Yep, same kind of deal. Messages or offers. We'll quickly touch on what the rest of the elements are. Queens are associated with cups, which is water, which is emotions. So if you think of the queens, they are supposedly the emotional beings, okay? Knights are associated with fire, with wands. So that is the action of the suit. So when you're talking about, so if you have a Knight of Cups, you're talking about the fire of water. So the action of your emotions, okay? So that hopefully will help you to look at that. Queens, cups, water, emotions, exactly. Knights are knights, fire, wands, okay? Hi, Jack. So knights, fire, wands. Kings are swords, air, thinking. So if we have a King of Pentacles, we are talking about the air of earth. So the thinking of what of your material goods or the thinking of your crafting or your job. So it's the thinking of that. Okay, does that make a little sense? So even if you forget what the court cards mean, like their actual meaning of when we get into what the page means, you can at least go by the irony that the king is thought, right? I know. You can at least go by the fact that the pages are earth. So you can go, okay, so this is earth, which is of the earth. And that'll give you a little bit to go on, even if you forget what the meaning is. Okay? Does that make any sense, guys? Hopefully. What did I miss? Yes, please write down notes. Absolutely. I'm writing down notes furiously all the time. Go directly to the High Priestess card, use a pendulum, and ask the deck, what is your thing? Oh, I like that. Okay. Yes. Okay. No problem. So I hear you. People are putting information out there so long as you don't claim it as your own. Exactly. And you know what? I don't really care about claiming it as my own and stuff. This isn't my information anyways. Is it okay if I draw my own deck? Hell yeah. Please do. Because then you're connected to that deck even more, right? Ayana, do you have a question, honey? Sure, it would be effective. Absolutely. The Facebook group. Join the Facebook group and talk to us students there too. Absolutely. Okay. So, now that we have the earth, okay, that's what this means. And sometimes, I'll tell you what, I used to carry around a little card. And I'll be perfectly honest. Do I have my... No. Oh, I do. Hold on one second. Let me see if I have it. Not that card, because I know I don't have that card anymore. But, like, I'm a Reiki master teacher. Okay? And the group is down below in the information. It says if you want to join our Facebook group, it's right down there in the information. So I'm a Reiki master teacher, and I still sometimes carry around my little cheat card that says this symbol is Chokure. This symbol is Seiheki. Not really for those two, but the long distance Reiki symbol is really long and annoying. So I'm always like, oh, what is it called? Hon something. And so if I want to, I can look at it and go, oh yeah, Hon Chazi Shonen. Same thing with tarot. I used to have just a little card that said cups equals water equals emotion equals queen. And so you go through the 4 different elements and what they're associated with. So at the very least, then I have this sitting here. And if I have a question, I can go, okay, emotions. It's the water. So it's the emotions. If it's the Queen of Cups, we're talking water. That means it's the emotional aspect of emotions. It's really the feeling of emotions, right? Hi, Hexen. So go ahead and, or make your own cards that make sense to you. Absolutely. Hi, Adelia. Thank you, sweetheart. It is a pain to remember. Being Reiki master as well, it does take a bit to remember. Plus the master Reiki symbols, yeah, right? And the violet breath symbol, and there's a lot as a master that you need to have down. So just here for a bit. Okay. You just sent my question? Shoot. Hold on, honey. Let me look back really quick. 1 second. Okay. Knights are action. Right. Wands. Fire. The fire action of the group. Kings are thinking. Correct. That's air. Swords. Queen is emotion. What is page? Like earth, material goods. It's the manifestation. So the thing you can touch, right? The subject. It's when about Pentacles, they talk about it is what is, right? There's another word for it. What is, do you guys know? I'm trying to remember what the word is that they use for it too. It's the substance of the suit. Right, exactly. Yes. Yep. So it's really, it's like the manifestation. I always say it's the stuff. It's the material goods. It's the, if you're working toward, it's that job that you have. It's the thing. Okay? Does that make sense, Ayana? Tangible. Thank you. Yes. Essence, tangible. Yes. For sure. Does that make sense? Perfect. Okay. All right. Off topic. What? I missed it. I don't have Facebook account. Would I create one for the group? Absolutely. For sure, Emerus. Absolutely. And by the way, Emerus, I love that. Pentacles, the things that are tangible. You can touch them, right? Okay, so let's get into the specific Page of Pentacles, okay? Hi, Lucy. I almost did it tonight. I've done it in a while. What the hell? But I stopped myself. Pages are also the foundation. Yes. Okay. You still love me, Lucy? I'm getting there. I swear I'm getting there. Can't believe I almost did that. Someday, you know that someday Mama Squirrel is just going to be squirrely enough that I'm going to go, hi, your other name. It's okay, honey. Okay. Here we go. So, Page of Pentacles. Key meanings, talent shines, and money news. Understanding the Page of Pentacles. So we're starting at the Ultimate Guide to Tarot. This is the Liz Dean book. Please note, no one is bitchy here. Yes, please feel free to do whatever it is you need to do to learn the cards. Yes, thank you, Marge. I know sometimes I do feel like we need to keep repeating that. Because I know some groups are weird, and like I've gotten kicked off of people's Pinterest pages for saving their... I always think that's hilarious. I'm like, okay, if I save it from your account, that means I gave you credit for it, whatever, but I'm saving it so I can look it up easier. And I've been kicked off of, like, I'm blocked from certain witches' Pinterest because I save into my Pinterest page. And I'm like, okay, whatever. If you ever want to share or anything that I have pinned, feel free. Whatever. I want you all to learn this. That's the title, yes. I know, it is silly. He was being such an asshole to me in the speed limit. Oh no, what? Did you get a ticket? What happened? I'm feeling you just had a cop tailgate, flash his lights, and pull me over and proceed to scream at me for no reason. Unfortunately, you have to understand that a lot of police officers become police officers because they want to be dominant over people. So I'm sorry, Lucy, that really sucks. Just understand that it's his problem most of the time. Exactly. When he asked if I'd been pulled over before, I said no, and he went, that's hard to believe. What a jerk. Really? Ugh. I get a lot of trouble. Anyways, okay. Understanding the Page of Pentacles. Unlike the wary Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles is entirely absorbed in his coin rather than his surroundings, right? So what's happening? He's looking at this. I always think this this loud music comes on. Oh, look at this awesome coin that I have, this awesome pentacle in front of me. Isn't it beautiful? And there could be flies buzzing around him. He has no idea what's going on. He's just, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Let me study this. He's entirely absorbed in his coin rather than his surroundings. He holds the money lightly, like a precious object. Precious, right? A gift that will become an accolade, an award for his talents. Around him are low mountains, fields, grass, trees, a landscape of plenty. And this fertile place of possibility is his natural home. 4 trees in the distance tell us that his good fortune has come from seeds he diligently tended. He can admire his coin in the knowledge that he will always be supported. Turning his attention to one issue does not mean any other life aspect will suffer, and he does not need to look over his shoulder for challengers, hoping for a share of his glory. In this way, the page is the opposite of poverty consciousness. With his youthful optimism, he assumes he will always have everything he needs. The page's red headgear stands for energy and passion. His scarf is draped over his shoulder and extends down his back, signifying his wholehearted motivation. The yellow background and coin symbolize intellect, solar consciousness. This page is proud to let his light shine. Earth of Earth is Page's elemental association. What he achieves from the ground up, like the card's trees, with solid roots and foundation. Ends with a solid plan. That's going to become important. Planning is a very big thing. And an aim to establish something great. As double Earth, he may not be idealistic, but he is practical. He sees through his ideas and is loyal to his purpose. Pages and knights in general are generally regarded people or influences, whereas other court cards, the kings and queens, are assumed to be people. Let your intuition guide you towards the most appropriate meaning for the page in a reading by working with imagery first, then the written interpretations. Okay, so again, it's a lot about your intuition. Sometimes you'll just know. You'll pull it up and you'll be like, oh, this is a person. There's someone in your life that blah, 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 blah. And again, if you feel like that, if you that's why we do intuition work with tarot, because you have to feel that energy from that person and from their guides, or however you do it. We may have a troll. Did he say something cool or something boring? If it was boring, then like get something at least a bit interesting, because I don't like boring trolls. Like, you know, you're fat. Yay, anybody can say that. What are you, too? If you're going to be a troll, you got to be at least interesting. Okay. So anyway. Intuition. So that's why we work with intuition, because however you connect to this person, you want to be able to trust your intuition. And so if you pick up this card and you're like, oh, this is definitely a person, then you're going to say to them, oh, this is a person in your life, and this is the qualities of that person. He's dependable, he's a scholar, he's all that kind of thing. Anthony's big picture is communication from the heart, cups, logical communication, swords, practical communication, pentacles are argumentative, willed communication. Ooh, that's cool. I kind of like that. That's good. I like Anthony. So however you do that, however you connect, I try to connect with your guides when I'm reading. He called a still cat lady selling snake oil. Yeah, at least it's, I don't know, at least it's not like you're fat, haha, or you're stupid, or you're going to hell. That's just boring. That's a little bit, at least, you know, interesting maybe. Not to me really, but you know, whatever. So anyway, what I was going to say is, if you have felt that with your intuition, then keep it. Don't let someone else say to you, nope, I don't know that person. Especially with the page, that means that someone is coming into your life like that. If you pull that up and you say, absolutely, I know this is a person, then you're going to say, if you don't know them yet, then they're coming. Watch out. Okay? So uncreative, I know. If I'm going to get trolls, at least, you know, be creative, because my admins are way too good for you. I even let trolls say stuff if they're going to at least make me laugh once in a while. Okay, so the upright meaning. As an influence, this page reveals progress and adventure, as well as auspicious beginnings. This is a time to nurture your skills and abilities. There will be good news concerning finances, business, education, and travel. The Page of Pentacles also highlights the need for management, and in work matters, there may be an opportunity to manage people and projects. This page often appears to show a job offer or an offer made on property. Can I be a troll, please? Yes, Shauna, I'll let you be a troll. As long as you're interesting. This card does come with an element of caution, however. There is a real need for attention to detail now and for diligence in all practical affairs. So double check all arrangements and agreements. Also check through your personal schedule to ensure everything you plan is realistic. The Page of Pentacles can also be a sign that it's time to attend to finances. If he comes up in a reading of finances, he wants us to do our taxes, renew outstanding insurance policies, blah, blah, blah. As a person, so here we go. That was for as an influence. So as a, not a person. As a person, this is, and this is what you could say, if you feel like it's a person in their life, you can say, okay, they're hardworking, methodical, reliable. The earth is reliable, grounded, right? This page is practical and trustworthy. As a page, he's a younger person or someone with youthful vigor or, inexperience or youthful optimism. He may be starting out in the world or in a new line of business. He may not have money now, but he has the potential to achieve great things in the future. So you can believe in him and his plans. He will succeed and he will not give up. The card can also show a young person's achievement and reward for his or her efforts in sports or education. Okay, so that's another meaning. As the person, as the you. See, this is what I mean. This is why court cards are difficult, and I totally understand that they're difficult. Pick like 2 meanings and go for that to start out with until you get a little bit better. As the you card, it's money and opportunity beckons you. You have an opportunity to establish a new venture, or you're getting a message. Look for a message or a new opportunity coming your way about a new job opportunity or a new venture in your job or a new a project coming up in your work. Okay. It reminds me of a pentacle focused Fool card. Yeah, a little bit, right? So one of the things that I always say when this card comes up is scholar. He's the scholar. He's the one that is studying. He's studying the shit out of this pentacle. He is going to know it inside and out. And he's studying it, not necessarily looking forward towards a goal. He's studying it because he loves this pentacle. And he wants to just know everything about this pentacle. He doesn't necessarily care about what that goal is. Once he gets this, then he can teach other people. Nope, he doesn't care about that. He's just interested in learning everything he can learn about this pentacle. So it's the scholar. Reversed, we'll get to reversed. I'll mention it quickly here. When it's reversed, there may be unwelcome news regarding finances or property. Unlike the responsible upright page, the card in this position means extravagance and irresponsibility. So instead of being this responsible kid who's really working hard to learn this, sometimes it's an apprenticeship. You should go and look for that apprenticeship to learn this thing that you want to do. It's the opposite. He's kind of irresponsible and he starts something and he doesn't finish it and he goes on to the next thing. You may suffer due to someone else's selfish actions. This may apply to young people you live with or to friends with immature tendencies. We all know somebody like that. The card can also apply to a person with a sense of entitlement who helps himself to what is yours. While this is not necessarily theft, it is underhanded. Observe and take note for future reference. Okay, how we doing? I know this is probably going to be a long one tonight, you guys, because we're 44 minutes in. Hi, Dave. I just want to make sure the court cards are probably the hardest cards in the deck to understand. So I want to make sure that we're all like on the same page. Haha, page. All right, never mind. Hi, Floyd. How is everybody doing? Any questions? Did I miss any questions? Are we all doing pretty good so far? I know. It was a dad joke. It should have come from Steven. He's the king of dad jokes. Right? All right. No questions yet? All right. Let's go on to Holistic Tarot and see what Benabel has to say about this Page of Pentacles. It's 3 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry, Red Rum. I totally understand. Go ahead and get some sleep, sweetheart. Okay, so Benabel. Benabel says, it's honestly been amazing here. I feel like you're all my family. Well, you are. We all are family. So welcome to the family. Always. My notes are so messy and scattered tonight. I'm with you, Phelan. I know. Because I told you I lost my notes. And then I'm like, okay. So again, Earth. A young page wearing a red hat stands in green pastures admiring a pentacle. The earth around the page is green with life. A blue mountain peak is seen in the distance, and the skies are bright yellow. The Page of Pentacles wants to make a difference. This is someone with a great respect for learning and scholarship. Again, the scholar, right? Oftentimes, she is born into a good family or enjoys material things and possessions. In contemporary times, the Page of Pentacles can also suggest a stylish woman, someone with great aesthetic taste. She is pragmatic, result-oriented, and possesses a strong sense of purpose. In a reading for a seeker asking about love, this could indicate the appearance of a young female with the qualities of the page. Figuratively, could indicate the receipt of news or a message regarding your finances or property. So again, I know there's like four sentences, 4 different meanings, right? I'm quickly writing stuff down, I know, right? Earth dominant. The Page of Pentacles is resourceful, practical, and has more common sense than the courts of the other 3 suits. So this person has lots of common sense. They've been around a little. You know, they're not experienced at what they're doing, but they're experienced in the world enough to know they're not going to quit until they learn this. Could signify Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Note that 2 pages in a tarot reading can indicate a social event related to the matter at hand. All right, so that's good. Again, though, it's because it goes... you know, it can go on and on with different meanings. It's sometimes hard to put your finger on the court cards. So just keep working at it. Like I said, if you're starting out, pick 1 or 2 meanings. I lost my, never mind. Okay, pick 1 or 2 meanings and stick with the 1 or 2 to start out with until you really get going on it. There's different imagery, but touches on different themes. Brian, we're going to go through. I have a whole stack of different pages of Pentacles, so we can kind of look at some different ones, okay? I see court cards as different types of energy, which is sometimes embodied in a person. Oh, that's a good way to say it. I like that. So it's different energies, and you can say sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's within you. I like that. Okay, so we're going to go on to Modern Tarot by Michelle T. The Page of Pentacles. Look at this young person walking slowly, even meditatively. Whew. Would it be easier to hash out who this could be from TV, movies? That might help you to remember it if you think of someone that you think embodies that. Meditatively, transfixed by the beautiful golden coin in their hands. Extreme focus is the way to go when the Page of Pentacles pops up. Pages all represent youth or inexperience, and youth in the tarot represents newness and learning. The Hobbits are my Page of Pentacles. Perfect. Perfect. Youths are the students of the tarot. This page, I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to turn the page on the page. This is terrible. I could have way, way too many of those tonight. Representing Earth is dutifully learning the ways of the material world. Earth signs are known for their dependability, right? Like a hobbit. Perfect. And it is this page's mission to prove their worthiness and reliability. They will have to work hard at it. They have no track record. They have no experience in this. But success is implicit in this card. It only takes time and perseverance. If the Page of Pentacles is appearing in your life as a person, you can depend on them. There might be something about this person that raises a bit of skepticism. Their youth, their lack of experience, perhaps their very sheltered life. Regardless of that, their wish to apply themselves and can make up for these deficits is real, and they possess the latent skills that they need to succeed. Given time and a little guidance, they'll impress you. If this is someone already in your life, it could be a friend or a loved one who is finally ready to take action and looking to you for some sort of support. If it's a new person arriving in your work or love sphere, there is more to them than what appears on the surface. You might find yourself in a mentoring relationship or dating a person significantly younger than you. So you could be a cougar. If you're cool with a bit of an expert, the novice dynamic, you've got yourself a solid collaborator. Maybe you are the Page of Pentacles. If so, it is time to stop daydreaming and start doing. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn a certain trade or take up an interesting hobby or figure out a way to monetize a hobby you're proficient at. The page is telling you it's time to take those crucial first steps. Join a class, order supplies, build your website. So the planning. So not only is he a scholar, the second part is the planning. So make sure you spend a lot of time making the planning out exactly what this is. If it's a project, you want to go through and make sure every detail is down so you know exactly what it is. Mama, it's spaghetti for dinner. Would you like, serve me up some. Sounds good. And I can't see. Street smart and educated. Perfect. Yep. Reach out to people who might be able to mentor you. Take them out for coffee and see if they have any wisdom they're willing to share. If the page is arising in a romantic scenario, you may find yourself in a bit over your head. Maybe you are in your first significant relationship or dating someone older than you whose experience is intimidating. With the page, you learn by doing and prove yourself by your dedication to acquiring knowledge. Okay, I'm going to stop there because we have a lot. I dropped it. We have a lot of cards to go over here. And I have quite a few things that I can read depending on, how much we want to talk about. What cards we get here and what we don't. Okay? How we doing so far? We got somewhat of a handle on what it means. So when we look at these other cards, we can talk about what they all mean, why they're the same, why they're different. Whew. Okay. And I just thought to mention, because the skull and diamonds, what? I'm going to ignore that. Not because I want to ignore you, but because if I get distracted, Mama Squirrel, I'll just go off. Okay, here we go. This first one, this is the Fountain Tarot. Added a bit of extra sass, right? You might be right, Serrana, for sure. All right, so here we go. This is the Fountain Tarot. I like the Fountain Tarot more and more. I haven't really used it all that much, but the last, couple weeks here, I've been using it a lot as example cards. I really like this one. It's a younger girl. She's totally enamored with this, coin. The Fountain Tarot calls them coins. So Pentacles equals coins. Don't let that confuse you. A lot of tarot decks put them as coins. I have to say, I wish Jeff would come in from the Tattooed Spirit, because he's always one that I listen to what he has to say about the card, because sometimes he sparks something that I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. And I've written a lot of notes to his videos. And he starts out because his clientele is much less of a pagan witchy vibe and much more of he deals with the tarot as a mental health thing. He's still doing videos sometimes, not as much as he was before, but when I saw his version of the page of coins, he calls them coins, and he specifically says on the page of Pentacles that I watched today, yeah, I like to call them coins because, some people call them pentacles, but that has a lot of negative connotation, like, devil worship and sacrifices. And I'm like, Jeff, I'm so disappointed. How could you say that? I know he personally doesn't think that, but his earlier videos, it's like he didn't really mean to reach out to the witchy community as much as he loves us now. But when he first did those videos, he really was reaching out to his clientele, who are all, most of them are rich people. He's like a medium to the stars kind of thing. He's so cute. But Jeff's channel is called The Tattooed Spirit. And he's great. I love Jeff. And he's really nice to look at. So if you're into guys, whether you're a guy or girl, he's fine with being hot for everyone. So it's nice to look at. But he just cracked me up because I was like, oh, I know you don't think that, you little shit. But yes, he does talk about the pentacles. And he says, I always like to call them coins. Now, it's funny, in a lot of his videos lately, he's been calling them pentacles, and he has no problem with it. It's funny how things change. So anyway, this little girl is enamored by her coin. And it's like there's nothing else in the world. She just wants to learn everything in the world about this coin. And so I really like the Fountain Tarots, and her face is very enamored. Jeff has a witchy coffee mug now, so he's definitely learning. And I just love Jeff. He's a great guy, and he's very knowledgeable. And what is he again? He's a hypnotist, but that's not what he calls himself. He's very professional. Could it be a past life spirit? Absolutely, for sure. So, yes, she's very happy with her coin in front of her here. And was there anything that I really wanted to say that they talked about? A child runs out into the world eager to test her curiosity. And I shut the book. Damn it. Hang on, it's right here. If I were 30 years younger. Of course I'm still on Hexen. These are always at least like an hour and a half. A child runs out into the world eager to test her curiosity and to find her way. Unlike other pages, the Page of Coins is very practical. She is prepared, grounded, and anxious to get her hands dirty. Enthusiastic and serious, she is a unique combination of qualities, but above all, she is filled with awe and wonder, loving nothing more than an adventure or exploring a new idea. So perfect. That's a good one. So I have to say, one of my favorite decks to work with this year has been the Alice Tarot from Baba Studios. It's one of those tarot decks that I thought I would never get my hands on ever because it was like thousands of dollars because it had gone out of print, and they reprinted it this year. And so I have my Alice Tarot. What I didn't expect, Austin, I got a book on how to be Wicca. Awesome. Well, welcome, Austin. Absolutely. We love new people. Come on in and we'll teach you as much as we can. One of the great things about the Alice Tarot is how much information this book holds. I'll tell you right now, I was not at all expecting that a tarot deck's book would be this good. It's really, really good. So let me just quickly tell you what it says about the court cards in general here, because this is really good. The courts are sometimes demanding and tricky cards for readers, and they are just as problematic for deck designer. In traditional decks, the courts are really much of muchness, distinguished from one another mostly by hair color and minor differences in costume and physical attributes. Early card readers often interpret the courts in simple, rather literal way, and this gave rise to the cliche of readings that included prophecies like, "You will meet a tall, dark man." You know, you seen those readings on TV? That's when they pulled the court card. Very oftentimes they would attribute that. Actually, I have books that say the Page of Pentacles is a younger, dark-haired, blah, blah, blah. And I don't pay attention to that anymore, but the older tarots will do that. Each type of court card shares certain characteristics that are modified by the suit they belong to. The tarot pages all stand for young people who are enthusiastic, keen to learn, and generally well-meaning, if perhaps a little naive. Typically, they may be students, apprentices, or new to their careers and still absorbing knowledge. Pages are easy to like, but without guidance, they can be rather lacking in direction. However, set on a positive path, they have a capacity for growth and advancement, practically, spiritually, and emotionally. So I love that they talk about that. And then this card in specific says, someone who tries to be practical but often gets it wrong. An apparently settled person who may be more unpredictable than you think. Comfort and domestic, yep, that's just not going to happen tonight. You know what happens? It's late and there's just no way my mouth can connect to my brain for that long. Domesticity. Ha! I did it. There we go. That's enjoyable, but it may get dull after some time. A hint of craziness lurking in someone who seems down to earth. So this page of coins is the March Hare. So if you know the Alice books, this deck is not based on the movies. They are based on the books, on Alice in Wonderland and on Through the Looking Glass, Alice Through the Looking Glass. So all of the characters are based on the books. And this is the March Hare, which I just love him as a page of coins reference here. I think he's great. Think he's great. Sure, I buy cards from eBay. I try to buy cards from eBay that I know the seller, though. That I have at least had some dealings with the seller before, because you never know. Okay, this one is the Dreaming Way Tarot. And this has a particular reason why I go with a seller I know. Just because, especially any from China, I try to stay away from. Nothing against the people, but they very often will plagiarize decks and they put them out. So this one is the Dreaming Way Tarot. And this really plays up the scholar aspect right? She's reading now about the pentacle that is in her hand. So she's trying to get as much of that knowledge as she possibly can to really understand what it is that it's all about. So this is very much the scholarly Page of Pentacles, okay? An apprenticeship, that kind of thing, talking about that. I'm going to go to my Pagan Otherworlds deck. I just love all the court cards in this deck. Yeah, very little, exactly. So this is the Page of Pentacles from the Pagan Otherworlds deck. And this says the Page of Pentacles is eager and hardworking, keen to understand and appreciate objects and ideas of substance and value. His clothing is embellished with a tapestry of leafy twigs that has been loosely woven together. In his right arm, he holds aloft a medallion, admiring the skilled basketry. Both his primitive handmade cloak and the refined medallion he holds with pride of ownership have an organic, earthy quality similar to his own. This is a character linked to his world with a profound and resourceful spirit and an eye for the individual beauty within, hardworking, appreciation, and student. Love, love, love my, looks prepared for, yeah, right? Love my Pagan Otherworlds deck. Just love it. Always. It's a great deck. I highly, highly recommend that deck. This is the Spiral Tarot. So again, this is, we see the younger person. She is lovingly gazing onto her pentacle here. The March Hare wanted Alice to answer the Hatter's riddle and was so adamant that she must only say what she means. His also is a messenger in the Looking Glass to the White King. Right. Exactly. He comes back along with the Mad Hatter in the Looking Glass book too. This is the Spiral Tarot. She's got all that earth reference around her. She's got the flowers. She's got flowers in her hair. She's got the leaves on her collar here. So she's very connected to the earth with earthy things. And she is really studying her pentacle here too. So that scholarly aspect, the looking at. Good question, Deb. She could be daydreaming about it, you know, like kind of holding it up there and daydreaming about this beautiful pentacle that I have. It could be, for sure. Yep, or it could be at it too. She is adorable. I love that her clothing is made from stuff of the earth, you know. So again, and then the earth symbol here is a reference of the earth also. So now we know earth, right? Like at the side or trying to catch the light. Yep, with it. That's a good one. I want to go to one of our favorites, the Numinous Tarot, which is our incredibly awesome, very inclusive in all ways deck. In the Numinous Tarot, the earth suit is called the Tomes, which is like a big book. And the page is called Dreamer. So it's just starting out as the Dreamer. What did you learn today, Shauna? I know, right? Come on, share, girl. Okay, so the Dreamer of Tomes has a plan. They always have a plan. Despite their title of Dreamer, this person has their feet planted firmly on the ground, while all kinds of machinations are orchestrated in their head. They are enamored by lists, planners, bullet journals, organizers and probably own too much stationery. But for this dreamer, the planning is the best part. In fact, they aren't someone who's had much experience past the planning stage of a goal and may have difficulty when it comes to actually taking the actions on their to-do list. But they sure are going to try. Pentacles is Earth. You had no freaking clue. Perfect. This is a very detail-oriented person. So if they can get themselves into the ring, they are going to create something amazing and complex. Their goals are often lofty and grand. Where another person sees only a seed, they see a blossoming tree or fruiting grapevine, and every stage in between. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that so reminds me of my husband and I. We used to just go house watching, like when people had open houses, to get ideas, and we'd go into these awful dilapidated homes and we'd be like, oh, this is beautiful, because we both could see that finished project, like what it could be. Gorgeous. I love the window has the pentacle. God, it's just beautiful. What a beautiful card. I really do like this deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. One of my favorites for sure, this deck. Okay, this is the Page of Pentacles from the Fantastical Creatures Tarot. That's what it's called. This is a Lisa Hunt deck. If you are new, join us for Self-Care Sundays. Yes, the Witch's Book of Self-Care. Thank you, Marge. Thank you, thank you. This is the Fantastical Creatures Tarot. And again, very similar to the Spiral Tarot, kind of, except here we have like this fae, this young fae girl. And she's walking through her, meadow here and just kind of communing with the earth. She's very interested in learning everything about the earth. We love you too, Susie. Everything about the earth is something that she needs to know. So she's learning, right? By walking right through it here. Right? I just love this. Lisa Hunt's artwork is gorgeous. So anytime I can get my hands on one of her decks, I do, for sure. This is Modern Spellcasters. Exploring. Yes, Stephen. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I know I'm going a little faster because we're at 1 hour and 13 minutes. I knew the court cards were going to be long, though. But this is Modern Spellcasters. So here he has dug this out of the earth. And he's contemplating where this came from, how he feels about it, what's been going on with it, all that. And I like the contemplating part of this card. I don't know. There's something, he's obviously very earthy. He's dug this directly from the earth. I love the trees in the background. And he's really like thinking about, okay, now I have this pentacle, this coin with me. All right, Anastasia. Good night, sweetheart. Thank you, Fatima. No problem. Love the thinking face. Me too. Here we have, this is the Bohemian Animal Tarot. And she specifically made this a dog because of the dog's qualities. It's very Rider-Waite-Smith, right? Except it happens to be a dog. And with this card, and when you read the book of this, she talks about the dog's qualities and how the dog is very connected to the earth and the dog is very loyal, and that's the kind of person, if you're talking about a person, that the Page of Pentacles is that very dedicated, very loyal, very connected to the earth. Isn't that cute? Uh-oh, somebody think, what's dogs in clothes creep me out. Looks like a medicine wheel symbol. Yeah, absolutely. It really does. It does. It does. So I really liked that one because of that specific dog quality, you know. This is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. I always have to pull this one out. This was the first deck that I really learned to read with. It's like your baby in the sun. Yes, yes. Creepy babies in the sun card. Yep, Mama Squirrel hates her creepy babies in the sun card. Did you, Stephen? Aw. Yes, so this is The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. This is one I highly recommend for new people. It was the first deck that really caught me and helped me learn to read that. So here she is studying her pentacle. She's kind of cleaned it. Look how much it's gleaming. And she's really kind of showing off. Look at what I know about this. Very connected to the earth again. Wow, isn't she beautiful? Yeah, I was just thinking that, Shauna. She's really gorgeous, this girl. Super beautiful. Love that one. This one I'm going to pull the book out for. This is the Ostara Tarot. And I do want to read really quickly. This one, is that a white doe? It kind of looked like that, or a goat. Something, you know, connected to the earth for sure. Here is the Ostara Tarot. This is the Page of Coins. Yeah, like she's showing it to an audience. I was thinking that too. An ethereal princess moves through a river of moonlit foxes. While most of the coin suit deals with material wealth, the page is a symbol of spiritual bounty. The woman is content, and the foxes are benevolent spirits who guide her. Use your heart to make the decisions you're querying, you're asking when you see the Page of Coins. This can mean taking time to reflect, preferably close to nature and away from distracting technology. Cultivate your intuition by keeping your body physically fit and your spaces uncluttered. Very gorgeous. Way different of a meaning. And this is a Rider-Waite-Smith based deck. So again, I can see why the court cards are very confusing to a lot of people. You have to just kind of get the feeling of the court cards, and then you intuitively look at that picture and say what you think it's saying to your querent, right? Brian, what did I miss? I always prefer real artwork to those digital art style decks. It's funny, Brian. I have gone through lots of stages of my tarot reading where I've liked different kinds of decks, and now all of a sudden I'm going into a different stage now too. So that could change too. Just to let you know. It's a weird thing. This is the Dark Mansions Tarot. I just love the artwork. I was really annoyed and had negative feelings with this deck for a long time because of how long it took me to get it. But I have to say, yeah, lots of association with animals for sure. Yes, because of the earthy. The Tim Burton style artwork, I just really adore this deck. It's like almost tongue-in-cheek kind of. This, you know, creepy looking page kid. But again, it goes right to the coin. He's really studying that coin. He's trying to figure out, you know, why he adores this coin so much, this pentacle. So that Tim Burton artwork and the cardstock can't be beat. Damn thing. Here is, now, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is the Lumina Tarot. It's been a long time since I started looking into tarot. I think it's trauma from the proliferation of the digit art decks. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. I hear you for sure. Deb, thank you, sweet girl. Love you. So in the Lumina Tarot, this is by Inner Hue. Hi, Trevor. This is, the pages are the maidens. So this is the Maiden of Pentacles. And this says, you are to listen to the stirrings within your heart. A beautiful vision and desire is forming and blossoming into an idea for you to birth and feed. You may have just come out of a winter period or time of introspection and can now feel the stirring seeds of a project that requires exploration and energy. You will feel energized, uplifted, and enthusiastic about its potentiality, which you should, for great potential lies within it. However, be mindful of whom you share your vision with, for it is young and needs protecting from others who may be more cynical or overly cautious about life. Sitting down with her teddy bear, Baphomet. Oh, I love that. I totally didn't really catch that, but the pentacle is there on the teddy bear. I so want a Baphomet teddy bear now. Who can sew me a Baphomet teddy bear? Oh, this might be my favorite card ever. Okay. The Maiden of Pentacles may also be an individual in your life who is young at heart, trustworthy, calm, reliable, and conscientious with money. Or perhaps these are characteristics that need to be cultivated within yourself in order to bring your vision to life. Oh, I so want a Baphomet teddy bear now. That's like the greatest. Love it. Right. We're getting down there. Is there a card with Yabos? Right? The Crow Tarot. Crow Tarot is another great one. Did I have the book out for this one? I thought I did. Not that we really need it. Nah, because I think I just know that we saw it. The crow is staring at his pentacle. See how much he loves that pentacle. And crows are very much into the, shiny objects anyway. So I love that he's like, there's these gorgeous flowers around. And what is the Yabos card? The world? Sure. Crows like shiny things. Absolutely. Very often, yes, there's Yabos on the world card. Joseph. So he's got these gorgeous flowers around him, and he's in this beautiful earthy atmosphere, and he only has eyes for this bright, shiny pentacle, right? So pretty. He loves his pentacle. Above all others, he loves his pentacle. Now, didn't I have the book out for this? All right, now, oh, it's in front of me. Okay. I have some crows that nest in my tree. All right, this one is the 78 Tarot. Page of Pentacles. The 78 Tarot, this is the mythical edition. And this card represents the story of the fisherman and his wife. And if you know that story, then you can see what this card means. If not, I'll remind you a little bit, which is Yes, it's a goldfish in the sky. So this beautiful golden fish comes to the fisherman. He catches the fish. And the golden fish says, if you let them go, do I have any moderators that are paying attention, guys? Please. Thank you, Stephen. Boring. Yes. So the fisherman catches the golden fish, and the golden fish says to him, "If you let me go, I will grant all your wishes. You can make all the wishes you want." An edit to your earlier video of the People of Pride book. Eli is a trans guy, so I'm assuming goes by he, not she. I should have said they. Isn't it? Is it they, Jack? That is the terminology when you're not sure. I think. Oh, look it's the same troll switching accounts. You're so boring, though. Can you at least say something interesting? Because otherwise you just get kicked off and you have to go to another account. And at least something interesting would be really decent. I know, right? Persistent. Anyways, yes, they is safe. Okay, I'll use that from now on when I don't know. Wow. Look at another account. Boy, these people are... So, again, I have to say, just keep in mind, guys, that when we get these trolls, I always feel very honored, which I know sounds really funny, but again, we only get these trolls when we're a huge threat. So the fact that they consider us a huge threat to their lives means that... Right? I know. No, it's not bad. It means that we're doing something that must be important because they feel it necessary to do this. So just, know that we're awesome. Okay. So, wow. I'm so, shocked and amazed at how important we are. Thank you, Stephen. I know. So anyways, the golden fish gets caught, tells the, just might want to comment on the video or edit in the description when you get the time. I will do that. Thank you, Jack. Remind me after this, and I'll do it tomorrow, I promise. So tells him, I will grant any wish you want. And the wife starts wishing for all these wishes, like I want this and I want this and I want this and I want this, and eventually she wishes too much. She says, I want to control you and I want all your wishes to go to me. And then the fish finally has had enough. The golden fish is like, you know what, lady, screw you. Now you get no wishes. I'm taking them all back, and you go back to your poor house and your crappy house and all that. So this is the Page of Pentacles, is really the fish. Someone outside has a didgeridoo? Really? Oh, that's cool. I love that sound. You have pets so you can block? Usually they is for non-binary. I thought they was safe. So they isn't safe either? Shoot. Teach me, my peoples. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Okay, let's move on to the next card because we're getting there. We're almost done. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys, for all the trolling stuff, and it's distracting, and it's distracting to Mama Squirrel, especially after an hour and a half, so I'm sorry. But we'll continue. We're getting there. We're almost there. No, I don't. I want to do this one. So this is Next World. Poor Steven. I'm sorry, you guys. Here is the Page of Pentacles from Next World, which is incredible. Again, very inclusive deck. Love this deck. Love, love, love. It's not that it isn't safe, just to let you know that it goes for non-binary specific. Okay. Nice, sweetheart. Thank you. Sorry, I bolt to make sure Mama Squirrel sees it. I gotcha. Let's light a candle for Steven, right? I know, poor Steven can't even pay attention now. I'm sorry. All right, so the Page of Pentacles represents the harnessing of energy, of agency. My troll role model, please teach me. She's a seasoned visionary, yet initially stepping foot into territory outside of her humble beginnings as an isolated punk rocker full of insecurities and possibilities. As youth, we scavenge for belonging, and once we find it, we note its sacred quality. Oh, I love that. Once we find that belonging, we're like, oh, isn't it great to belong, right? Leaving the subcultural nest or whatever safety net led you into adulthood is daunting, but necessary. The Page of Pentacles asks you to step in it with conviction. This is the fruit of your work and the threshold into your calling. Love that. Love, love, love. Ah, just beautiful. Look at the all the tattoo inks around her. Just gorgeous. Adore that card. I really love this deck too. Okay. We're going to do the story from the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. This really makes it real for me. Good, good, good. Perfect. I know it. You know, the Next World deck is amazing. Like stepping into this life, right? For sure. Okay, so here's the story. Here is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Love, love, love. Here we have this dog walker. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, honey. So here's her story. I'm at your service. I love it outdoors, don't you? Dog walking is the perfect choice for me. It's fun and profitable. I intend to mix business and pleasure all my life, and I'm off to a great start here. This enterprise grew from skills I already have. I'm easy around both dogs and people because I have an extended family with lots of companion animals. Plus, I've got a steady reputation for delivering papers locally. People already trust my brand. I'm always looking for opportunities, and when the neighbors and I chat onto my paper round, that doesn't make sense. And I'm always looking for opportunities, and when the neighbors chat to on my paper round mentioned the need for a reliable dog walker, I knew I'd found my niche. Now my reputation has spread, and rightly so, because I'm self-motivated and committed, never slapdash or rash. Dogs are such enthusiastic, loyal creatures, and it's a pleasure to stride out in the sunshine with them. But on a stormy day, we don't cancel or cower. We splash through the puddles, feeling the wind in our hair or fur, and turn frowns into smiles as we gambol by. It's great to be positive, active, and connected to nature, but of course, the money's important too. What I earn, I manage well. I'm saving for a new trainer, or for new trainers, new sneakers, but also my future education. I shouldn't rely on my parents, and I don't like the ideas of debts, so I'm building my nest egg now. I know where I want to go and how to get there, one dog walk at a time. Some are surprised by my attitude and say I've got an old soul and a young body, but I'm just a sensible lad. There's always a chance to earn and learn. We just have to find the best use for our skills. So, again, great story. I love when she tells the story. It kind of puts you into that's the energy of that card, right? I love that she can do that with those stories are just great. And honestly, I did not even read the Al-Goliath story. So I'll do it really quickly. How we doing, okay? Yep, click the like button if you can. We will finish off with the Al-Goliath and then we'll finish up with our before and after, okay? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I forget how small this writing is. Whew. You're welcome, Shauna. All right. The energy of this card shows that it's time to get practical and to start developing a plan to gain what you are after. In this card, we see the merger of a butterfly with the face of a young vixen. This shows a soft, gentle side coupled with the crafty cunning of the fox. Fox totem energy is about being swift and adaptable, to sway things around to get where you want to go. This is a young female energy that is coming into her own. She's learning to master her skills in planning and goal setting, particularly in mastery of the material world. She is seeking to get much needed training and education to improve her life and raise herself higher. She's a quick thinker and is able to make decisions fast and rationally. She will see things she wants and begin immediately to work a strategy to get it. She will think, oh, I did that already. When we see the Page of Pentacles in a reading, we are connecting to a young messenger energy that brings opportunities for further abundance and financial security. In this energy, we see a young girl that is learning about taking chances and trying to enrich her life or others by practical hard work. All right, I love the image is beautiful. I love the butterfly fox thing. That's a neat, coexisting energy to think about for sure. But I'm going to stop there. And we're going to go to our before and after. Okay. Is that deck? Yes, it's all black and white, Shauna. It is, it is. Okay, so here's the before. So, and here's the now. So right before this happened, he was plucking it from the fields of sunflowers. So he went over to the fields, which is got to be right next door here. The fields of sunflowers. And he plucked this beautiful pentacle from the field of sunflowers. And we love the image of the sunflowers because, again, he's connected to the earth. And the sunflowers, he has cultivated this. He learned about how to grow them. He fertilized them. He loved them. He made sure they were watered well. Sunflower earth, exactly. And he's cultivated. He's learned about this. He has worked hard at making this work. And he is picking that fruition, that it has come to fruition now. Okay? And then the after tarot comes into play. And he has picked this beautiful thing. He's admired it. He's learned everything he could about it. And now he is giving the finished product to this gnome, which gnomes are the fae of the earth. So they are earthly fae. They're connected, very earth connected. Or hobbits, who is saying they picture it as a hobbit. So here's a gnome that he's giving that finished work to the gnome here. So that's what happens after. I love the little gnome. That's really cute. I don't think I've seen little gnomes on the after tarot before. I like that. It's cute, cute. And finally, we're going to look at what he's looking at. So the New Vision Tarot, it's like we're turning this card around to see the other angle of where he's at. So here is the right now, and if we turn him around, this is what we get. That's what he's looking out at. How boring is this one? Okay. I'm not a big fan of this one. Because, yeah, he sees what? A gazebo? There's no people in it. Is there? Or am I crazy? Nope. There's no people in it. So, I don't know. I don't know what. Like, if they're going to do that, give us something like he's looking at, or he's showing it to a crowd, or so I don't know. Give us something that helps us with the card. If you're just going to turn around and look, there's a pretty gazebo there. That's kind of silly. I am not a fan of that one. But, I appreciate that they did it. That's good. But, okay. Right? Look, it's his butt. Exactly. That's exactly it. Okay, so finally, we're going to go over for different kinds of readings here. Ready? So if you pull this card and your querent is asking about career and finance, isn't that the point? That it's the coin that he is focused on? Yeah, absolutely. But yes, it is like the vice versa deck. Exactly. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oh, forget it, Shauna. Damn it. I have to tell you, whoever said that song the last time, and I'm not going to repeat it because then that'll be in my head. Thank you so much, because that was in my head for like days. So now that one's going to be. Okay. The Page of Pentacles, if you're talking about career and finance, indicates news of a new job opportunity. So again, pages can be messengers. So you may be getting a new job opportunity or a new source of income. If paired with the Wheel of Fortune, it may indicate a lucky windfall. The page can also suggest the learning of new skills and knowledge which will help you in your work. If you're talking about a health reading, if this comes up in a health reading for a querent, the page can indicate the beginning of recuperation and improvement in health and well-being. The healing process will take time, but the page brings the news that the process has begun. It may also suggest the need to begin new routines and approaches to such things as diet and exercise. A new lifestyle could be required. Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. I'm trying. Actually, I'm doing not terrible. That's not great, but it's not terrible. In relationship or love readings, the Page of Pentacles indicates the beginning and the basis of a relationship centered around practicalities and material concerns. Alongside the lovers, it could indicate entering into a partnership or marriage for practical or financial benefit or convenience. So you could be marrying like an immigrant to get them a green card, right? Or you found a sugar daddy. Woohoo! Let me know where you found one of them. You saw my cardiologist. Great, Ayana. That's a good reading then. It may also be advising you to look at the practical aspects of a relationship rather than the emotional ones. This one is not reading from a book. We just talk about, at the very end, we talk about what it means for different kinds of readings. If you pull this is the general, is the Page of Pentacles indicates gains in material and financial resources. Could suggest an opportunity to learn practical skills and knowledge like an apprenticeship, that kind of thing. 90-day finance, yes. If there's a higher ranked Pentacle court card alongside, like a Queen or a King, especially the Queen or a King, there may be an opportunity to learn from or be mentored by a more experienced person. Sugar daddy, I have a pat. All I need. Ah. Bleh. No, I'm kidding. It's so sweet. I love you guys. Truly, I do. I love you. All right. Good one, guys. I know that was a long one, so I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. Let's pull our card for next week. Any questions while I'm shuffling? Pat is a sugar cowboy. We will see. I have a couple tests over the next couple months. Ooh, boy. Test. No connection or benefit to me, but they have a great assortment. Damn it. Who has a great assortment? Who's a what? Who did what's a who? Hold on, I missed it. Who has a great assortment? I saw you mention that I've been thinking of getting a besom for myself and one for my sister. Oh, yeah. They got some great brooms out there, right? Love the court study. You're welcome. I know it's a little confusing, guys, but just do your best, right? Maybe one day, Mama will tie her knots. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God, I would be totally honored if you guys wanted that. I'm in. Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, ready? Next week, we are going to study the Ace of Wands. Woohoo! I love the aces, I have to say. And I'm a wands. I'm a swords person, but I love my wands. Wands are that. All right, I could go into it right now, but I won't. Love the Ace of Wands. This will be a really good one because I have lots of Ace of Wands cards that I love. It's one of my favorite cards. All right, I will put up the event as soon as we get off of here. It really cleared things up for you. Yay, I'm so happy to hear that. Press that like button for me so we get more traffic on this that isn't trolls. Say thank you to Steven and to all the mods who are doing so well. Thank you, Shauna/Pat. Thank you, all of the mods. Thank you, Marge, for putting up what deck we're looking at and what book we're reading from. I appreciate you guys. Next Tarot Tuesday is 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. The Ace of Wands, perfect. Click the like and subscribe button and click the bell if you want to be notified once in a while when YouTube decides they want to notify people. And we'll see you next time. Now, for the rest of the week, you guys, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Mabon because Mabon is a week from yesterday. So there'll be a lot of Mabon kind of stuff going on, okay? I love you guys so much. You have a great night.